Jan, Lucky, Luco, nigga, 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 nigga. I know what you're trying to get me to say. Nigga, nigga. Don't be doing that.
But Base Bill, you're here one because I really am glad that we're becoming friends. You do great work, but you got a lot of history with me. Your little circle of trolls tormented me and lied on me, and because I stood up to you, now you want to cry wolf as a victim? Yeah, you eat my ass, you fucking. Take that cease and desist Base Bill and take it to the bathroom and wipe your ass with it, because it ain't worth the spit you fucking wrote it on. You're afraid to show yourself. You're afraid to tell people you really are. I'm here. You know I am, you coward. You're a coward. And you know me from the beginning pretty much. I'm going to do something big tonight because I owe you this. And because I called you a liar on something. And I'm doing this because I got respect for you. I was in the hospital, but the coma thing was full of shit.
Oh, wow. Okay. So we're getting a lot of closure here today.
And I played it out a little bit, and I involved my wife. She was against it, and I kind of put her in a spot. And I regret that because I love my wife, and I never wanted to come on here and tell a fib or do a work. I got messed up when I did the one with Kahuna. When it always went south for me. You caught it. You were the one that caught it. You knew no way. You knew how my wife wrote things. You knew how I wrote things. I just thought, being that I owed that to you, and I picked today to do it, and I hope you accept my apology, that you didn't lie. You caught it exactly the way you caught it, and I apologize for that, and I hope we can move on from that. So,
apology accepted. Thank you for being a man and admitting to it. I mean, I will admit it was very obvious at the time. You know, but thank you for admitting it. Yeah, I do appreciate that. Yeah,
he was right. Base Bill, he was sharp on his toes, man. He compared. He goes, "There's no fucking way Mrs. C wrote this." He knew my intelligence level, my wife versus my writing, and you know, I at that point, my wife's like, "Don't get me involved, make me look like I'm a liar," and I go, you know, you're not. I kind of boxed her in for it, and she's a wife. She'll do anything for me like I would do anything for her. You know what I'm saying? And that was her part. So I mean, she didn't want to do it. She was against it, and because she just knew it would backfire. Because she didn't know I was writing stuff as her. See, I didn't tell her that part. And then when she found out when you came out with the thing, she goes, "Why would you have me write this? Why would you? You know you can't." And I go, "I fucked up, you know. I just had to go with it at the time." But like I said, I needed to tell you the truth. So I mean, it's a little late, but that it is. I feel a lot better. That's all I can say. So let me go to the YouTube side, start her up, and then here we go.
Oh, you lied about being in a coma?
C is back. And I don't understand.
I knew you wasn't in no fucking coma. That picture looks so fake.
2 weeks ago, this Monday.
Yeah, sorry. One question. Pause it.
With Vinny Paulino, I was.
Joy.
Or Tukey was.
Yeah, pause. Yeah, go ahead.
Where? Yeah. Well, how did you get that video? Or no, sorry. How did you get that photo? Was that photo AI generated? Like the one of you in the
Which
coma?
one? Yes, it was. Yes.
Oh, okay. All right.
Oh, you motherfucker. We were so right.
Yeah.
Fucking hair.
Yeah, that's one that I stepped on my own. I stepped on my own dick. I made a key, and I didn't. And at that point, my wife was like, "You can't fucking. I don't want to be part of this." I'm like, "You're in. I'm sorry, but I didn't mean to." And I go,
"You're in."
I felt like I said. I mean, at that point, but like I said, when you come over and start doing work for us, and me and you kind of patch things up, and we kind of had some good talks, and I'm like, I owe this guy this much. I got to give him this back, and I always try to do the right thing. I've always been like that, and it was time to do the right thing, and it was just it happened. And it was time. But yes, you were guessed right about everything. Let's go on with
the problem with that.
He was Philly.
What was that?
When you're trying to do that type of lie, you got to remember the fucking lie.
No, where I got caught is I was texting as her, and Base Pill was smart enough to know Christina don't write like that. That's not Christina. He was adamant about that, and I'm like, you're fucking crazy. I
you misspell things.
But I didn't up until that last text. I had everything going perfect, and I was proofreading and I was doing it almost, and it was the one that I fucked up, and I sent it off, and I knew it. I said, fuck. I said that, and I go, and she goes, what's the matter? I go, I didn't want to tell her. And then when I told her, she goes, you fucking don't do this to me. You just because you're fucking troll. Don't make me fucking part of this. I'm like, I'm sorry, baby. You're already in. I'm sorry.
You're the reason a lot of this shit goes back to bite you.
I know this, Lou. That's why I've changed my whole ways. Like I said, I'm generally a guy that preserves. I'd rather tell the truth. I like to tell the things that are real. And generally, that's how I live my life. I made mistakes, and I have, like I said, I'm a convicted liar. So, I mean, that's where people get me. But I have told some fibs, and I'm not lying. But anything that I've experienced in my stories, my baseball, I take to the heart why I used to get mad because I lived it. I lived it with my family, with the Italian background. But this was a bad mistake, and I come clean about it. So let's play this.
For Cardiff, who was in Vegas, and I got a text message from Joey C's number that said, "This is Mrs. C. My husband had a massive heart attack, and now he's in a coma."
And you received the same message that everyone else received. It was the same word for word, verbatim, copy and pasted.
Oh, see, I didn't know that. She sent that to other people.
Yes, same exact message.
Interesting. No, I had no idea about that.
I have another layer to add to this story, but let me look for it. And please continue.
I think it was the ambulance thing. Was it the ambulance thing?
So I said to her, okay, I don't know if this is real, but can you send us a photo?
Oh, yeah.
And she sent us a stock photo from like Washington Post of like EMTs having
that was my fault. I said she had nothing.
Make his face out. You can't
tell
who
here.
It is.
I'm going to clear this out. Mrs. Sadu, and I regret it because I've never put my wife in that position, and she felt, well, you're my husband. She didn't like it. I'm going to tell you all these months, she never liked it. She was against it. She just thought it was wrong to do it that way. She don't like stuff like that when you're trying to put stuff like almost death, because that's a bad omen, and she don't believe in that because she's positive. So I fucked that whole thing. That was all me. I kind of forced her into it. By telling, come on, you got to do this for me. I'm begging you, you're my wife, please. And she wants, but I didn't left out. I've been texting as you, and she didn't know that. When she found out that, I almost caught I caught hell. But I calmed it down.
The frying pan?
Almost got the frying pan. She was pissed, and I don't blame her. So this is also true to her. I'm coming clean not only to you and for myself, but also to tell my wife I'm sorry I put it that I would never ask her to ever do anything like that again, ever. I promise her that, and I promise everybody that I was wrong 110%. So here we go.
That's not send me a real photo. What are you doing? And then all of a sudden she sends us this photo of Joey that looks like it's 12 years earlier. There's some things in the photo that just don't seem right. It seems photoshopped or something, but I guess it was a real photo.
We'll say I'm going to say it was a real photo.
Buffoons.
And then kind of silence. During that time, we find out that Joey got monetized. So you would think, the second Joey got monetized, this whole work is done.
This is how I work.
We gotta get on. We gotta make money. But they didn't. Now, the other thing they didn't do was, what did you think if Joey had a massive heart attack? Every single member of the Catalano crew would create their own GoFundMe. Like, they wouldn't even have talked to each other. They all would have just started a GoFundMe.
Right.
Our beloved leader, Joey C. But then days kept going, and Joey C is still not on Catalano TV. And
now I'm gonna go to answers. This was when I knew I was in the soup and Base Pill was on me. I knew the next play was I got to stay off the air. It killed me. He was right. I was monetized. I wanted to stream so fucking bad, and I couldn't. I had to go with that, and I knew it was my best play to get out of it. Which outside of baseball, I pretty much convinced everybody he was lying and I was telling the truth. I think I did a good job at that.
You didn't.
Well, there was
I
Wow.
people.
Me, Luke, Jim, all knew you were lying.
Right, I said most of the people. I didn't say you fucking Lou. I know your group and his group were on to me, but most of the part I had everybody at bay. I did have Shuli call me and tell me if this is a fucking work. Shuli got pissed at me, and I said, Shuli, I'd rather not talk to you about it. I'm not going to bring you in this, because then I think he made a comment that he had nothing to do, because someone accused Shuli of doing another work, that this was all Shuli, and I think Shuli should take me out of this. I had nothing to do with this. I don't know what's going on. And Shuli did get a little upset with me, and I stayed. Bob was like all worried. Bob was like, is he really? And yeah, I fucking, so that was, I lied to Shuli twice, I think, and this was one of them, the first one, and the second one was the hurricane thing that I said I was out of town. That was my other second biggest mess up in the Dabbleverse. So here we go.
And then all of a sudden, Joey C popped up with Kai. Oh no! So then Joey C pops up with a video, a live stream from the hospital, I guess. The doctor. I don't know.
The ER.
The ER. Is he just in the ER now? Like, was he never in the hospital, but he got himself all worked up and now he's in the hospital? Like, what happened? OJ.
That's exactly what I think happened. I think that he worked himself into a shoot, and I do think he ended up in the hospital, but I don't necessarily believe that he had a heart attack and was put into a coma.
He was, if he worked for the FBI as a fucking analyst for handwriting, he would be the fucking top dog. He caught it.
And then the funniest thing as well is that you kept saying, "Who the fuck is this guy? He's not a fucking handwriting analyst."
I just said the opposite because I did say that. I remember that. You're right. I did say that. That's awesome. Yeah. Oh my god. Did you ever show actual Mr. C writing? I think that you show out.
Yeah, I do. I do at the end. Yeah, I do at the end.
You did.
Wait for the crescendo of the music, and then comes the evidence. It's just.
Yeah. Here's where you got all the spelling and grammar. Yeah, out of Coma. It was identical. Yeah, you're right.
Catalano TV.
Catalano.
Yeah. I even misspelled my own name, didn't I? I didn't know. Never noticed that till now. Wow.
Your problem is you don't proofread.
I don't. I now I do. I try to do the better. So he got me. That's right. Yeah. This is my wife, right? That was her actual writing.
So this is how Christina actually writes.
Yeah, she's pretty intelligent. She knows how to. Oh man. I feel great. I thought, what a better time to do it. I'm up already fucking 14 hours into the fucking stream. I'm glad I did this. I really am. It was well
clear to me that Joey wrote those descriptions and was never. He claimed to be.
Well, it's better to come clean later than ever, right?
Yeah, I totally forgot about this. I put it out of my mind when it happened. I disregarded it.
This is hilarious.
But it does seem oddly familiar. But in October the 23rd of 2023, I received an email.
Oh God,
from Joey C.
I used to fuck with him a lot.
This is Mrs. C. At 12:02 a.m., my husband had a major heart attack. He was pronounced dead on arrival to the hospital. So I think this might be fake.
And that was back in October.
That was in October.
This is
he
when
was
I'm
pulling
running,
the
right?
hard
When
back
Shuli,
scam.
when the fucking Shuli caught me in the
Nobody
lie.
bit, I guess.
What the fuck is going on?
Oh my god! I never could do a work. I always fucked them up. I think the 3 or 4 that I did majorly fucking was bad, man. I swear to never do a work again. Oh,
Bro, what goes through your fucking brain when you come up with this bullshit?
listen to me. I'm don't that I admit it. I'm not good at these fucking. Oh, here's the. Oh, Ray DeVito was at the end there. That's right. I cut it already. But you know, like I said, I feel good. All the point is the man did great. You put a lot of work into that. Obviously, that one you put a lot of work into. You were very detailed about it, and so I'm exonerating this man. He was guess right. He didn't lie on me. He just reported what
You
he
were the liar.
got his proof. I'm saying so. I'm exonerating this man that back then he should have been. He's all this time, and this has been a while. In his mind, he knows that I was the liar, but other people, I called him out as the liar, and that's something that he didn't deserve. When I did try to fucking top him when he caught the lie, and the lesson here is here. You can't fucking do lie on, and it comes. Lies will always come back to you. I always said that my whole life. That's why I was pretty upfront growing up and with my people, but they'll always catch you and hurt you if you forget one thing, like I said, or do something in writing like I did. And he was right. So this man gets